India has moved from an 8% GER to probably 30% GER in about the last 10 years, right? And we are looking at probably about 50% in the next 10, 20 years from right, 2040, 2030. So, do you think, for what is the role of formal education, university education? What will be the role of online digital education in this journey from, say, 20 to something from 30%, from 50%, where the capacity building has to be there, but at the same time, there has to be a lot of directional policy level and the technologies.
So it's very interesting. I will take a parallel for you that this country used to have less than 20% of the people having a bank account. And people had even done some estimation. To take it to 80%, it will take 50 years, 60 years, etc. But in this in 8 years, we got in that. So you will find all these statistics in the finance ministry's website. So I think mainly due to technology. So I find that the same thing can actually happen. So why we need that we change our goals. So we don't have necessarily think in terms of enrollment ratio. But I think it does not matter whether they copy a school or not. What is important is different education. I'm not very sure saying that replace all the teachers with computers. That is not what I'm saying. More computers, more technology, more teachers should actually have mechanism of getting more teachers and then make the school far more vibrant. We should really reach 100%. There's no reason why we should even target 8%. Why not target 100%? And I think probably school is something these kids love to go. So you have to force them to go home. That kind of stuff we should create. And then I think the $1,000 ratio itself is setting in. It's meeting at some point in time. I think, we don't ask this question. The kids speak, right? The mother speaks, they want to speak. This is why we got mother tongue, right? So similarly, I think anybody born in India will go through education. We keep talking the Vishwa Guru and stuff like that. I think everybody should learn. How they learn is with getting to the details. But I think the combination of face-to-face combination. And second thing is, can we not use the parents' time in also contributing to education? So can we use imaginative mechanism? If you actually look at it, the so-called grandma stories are part of education. So you got about. So can we get equivalent of them? So I think learning is a constant process. Where in some cause and learn must be constantly heard. So that every child, by the time she comes to 16, 17, is a wholesome child, very educated about certain things, not necessarily in the classroom. I'm not saying we should not have one. Not in the classroom for diverse things. I think that is what the technology should. Holistic, wholesome, for the education. And 100%, I think there is nobody in that. Good. And what will be the role of fully digital education in this? Probably into what is contributing to increasing the capability of schools to studying or availability or knowledge that they necessary for that modern day. What? And second is how do you probably ensure that this technology is also affordable? Okay. See, affordability to a large extent that already been addressed. You see, I tell you honestly, ask anyone of us sitting in this room. In 1992, if we were asked this question, will everybody be able to afford a phone? Or we would have said no. We must remember that this country, after 100 plus years of telephony, had 43 million consumers, or 30 million customers phone. But after 92, 93, 94, 95, etc., around of these policy changes, there were months where we added almost 30 million a month. So today, all on the top of what is the telephone density? It's more than 100% more than. So that is people not. So affordability will be addressed. That's my first point. The second thing which I would want you to really look at is when we talk of 100% digital education, okay, So look at components which make use of it best. Okay. So people confuse digital education with video. It is not video. Video is just one form of education. I think what is happening is, I tell you, what was the one which Pandavas could afford, which other children could not afford? Pandavas had teachers like Ramachandran available to them for exclusive use for the years. Any time they had a question, they would go and ask. My own feeling is Chat GPT, maybe 3 is 2. I think we has to evolve with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, something like that. You want. But by the time every child will be able to have this assistant available 24/7 to ask the question. The moment they see a flower, they say, this flower is interesting, I want to know. Okay. So maybe there's an instructor to Chat GPT when you are. Or sometimes he or she develops a small little skin growth here. Okay, yeah, she wants to know what is it? Is it a mode? Is it just something which you have to worry about? She go to the doctor, so those things will happen. And then if somebody starts around 40, there is something called Janeshwaram. Around 40, you will develop a France. Correct. So secondly, you find that you are rapid. So what is that? So you actually get to know. So in a sense, throughout your life, education is available to you. The teeth of abundance. Okay, in your own language, in your own way. And you have a teacher who has lot more patience about being may not be able to. You ask the same question, you will get tired. The machine will not get tired. So I think something like that opens up a possibility of education giving you part of your growth. Just if your sense grow, your education cells also should keep growing. I think that is what to me is great. Best really. I think that's a perspective that most of us would not have at least such a great insight. In terms of, one of the strengths of formal education is its ability to measure your learning and show to the world that I have a measurable amount of skill or knowledge or capability. Thus, digital education ideally there to that kind of effort. One, does it do more sense and intelligence to be 30% in terms of how you probably ratios of one's abilities to these. Hence, digital education make a change. Okay. So I would see that digital education would take in 2 parts to it. Let me take the first part. See, what happens is lot of time a measurement is viewed as a level or as milestone. See, in the old days, if you actually use the term quantification, okay, there is a particular term in Sanskrit which might try to Dikshanta Samano is what we call it. So Dikshanta is a time when you are come to a completion of something. So for that, there will be some measurement. You perform some tests, etc. Unfortunately, in India, what is happening is that measurement is also confused with a lot of competitive exams, JEE, etc. See, those are 2 different things. One is to say that you have come of age. For that, you have some standard measure. Those kind of measure, somebody can make it at some age, somebody can take it at later stage. Historically, you have a system of what? Ampian B and BTech exam. So because of administrative reasons, he are kind of putting every money into the same bucket. I remember my good friend Prof.S.Sadagopan, he used it down by 1:1 and not n:1. So one can have personalized education for everybody. Mass customization is possible. Because people always say, if you want to have class, you have to mass manufacture it. Mass manufacturing means what size fits all. You can have any choice of a color as long as it is black. And it was old state. Okay. So those things should take a go away. And maybe somebody can take convenience, somebody can take it. By choice. Okay, those kind of flexibilities in education will provide. And what will happen is many of those measures will be to kind of give a feedback to the person that he knows something. when you ask the question, it is not that you are questioning the person. You are only seeking clarification and you utter it in. So when you say that, look, this is how maybe revenue for land is computed, in the process, you understand revenue accounting. Okay? It is not that you are going to become a revenue collector, you are not going to become an expert, or you are going to get a civil service. No. But you actually kind of try to understand. When you understand revenue about things, you understand what is called village level or a broader economy. So that economy brings into the national economy, global economy. So understand the basics of that. That you will put some test. And the test can actually be depending on your own capability and the relationship between the teacher and the student can be personalized. Some could be oral, some could be written, some could be doing some reading, etc. The second part is, because there is an assumption that we only so many seats in IA and so many will take JEE, how do you rank order them? And that has actually kind of confused everybody. Everybody starts thinking in terms of rank. 10th grade rank, 8th grade rank, 11th grade rank. I think this competition is important, but competition alone is not life. A lot of people may not want to compete. There are big students. I think this is where society has to change. My due respect, parents have to change. A lot of times, parents want to live a new life through the lives of their children. They don't let their children live their life. I would not go to IIT, my son should go to IIT. I think you should kind of get away from that. I would want some top student from I happen to be that, those days we used to call it state rank. I happen to be state first. Okay. So a state first person should say, I'm not going to pursue J, I'm not going to pursue CAT, I'm not going to pursue D, but I want to go and pursue music. Somebody should say, I want to become a chef. Somebody should say, I want to become a travelist. Why not? I think it is something which I love from the bottom of my heart. I should be able to pursue. If that happens, I think this undue pressure, honestly speaking, 2.5 million people would take JEE. Are they really interested to study it? May not be. Maybe if that comes down, it's a lot of colleges which are begging for seats, good teachers. Somebody want to pursue mathematics. Somebody want to pursue biology. He or she may not even want to go to IIT. Maybe she wants to go to a small place, but outstanding teacher. Very little state you will come to IIT. But I think if this freedom comes from the society at large, I think probably what will happen is the whole system of evaluation will change. You don't see that in many countries, until like Hitler. They even go to the extent of saying, no examination. So the teacher decides, the teacher is the ultimate boss. And some of these things have also socio-economics. In Finland, the highest paid job after it would be teachers. So, I think today coders get more money than the teachers. Maybe we should change. I'm not saying coders' money should come down. I would say let them go up. How will we get the teachers' money go up? So I think some of these things are societal transformation. At a broader level, I think once the access, you see today, because the bank accounts and UPI have become so universal, you actually find that the spending patterns, the earning patterns, etc. have changed dramatically. People don't worry about, you don't have to worry too much about will the money come to me. Okay, but already you got a message, the money has come to your account. So that liberates you. So remember that Ya Vidya Sa Vimuktaye is a famous Upanishad statement. Education is something which liberates you. And Swami Vivekananda will be happy, and you have education that liberates. I think that is what is it. Sorry for the long answer. No, that's it makes sense. My last question. Yeah. So, till this day, properly in till the era of even in the last topic about MT-ATS, distance education was seen as a poorer cousin or a poorer alternative which was not treated on par with a normal university-based institution. Does online education change perspective of
And if not, how do you make, say, companies, employers also to realize that, hey, an online digital education is as efficient as the
I think the problem starts with the very name. The moment you put distance prior to the education, well, distance opportunities are from that. Okay?
that is always
Yes. There. In fact, another education is called offline now. I don't like the word offline. I call it face to face. But what happens is online gets the highest, it's offline, right? So I think it has been positioned correctly. The second thing is it is also the social acceptance. You know, many of the companies which have been pioneering in distance education, they never employed the graduates of this themselves. Not by any scheme or anything bad at it, because somehow so many were available. And also what happened was many people who went through distance education were also not strong enough, so they're not demanding enough. So they accepted second level person. Yes. So they did not cooperate. So it just went down. I think that will change now. I think we also need some social experiment. You know, Google is a company which actually has been doing this. They're having people with a formal degrees. Okay. If IT companies like Google can hire, then people will realize that I don't necessarily without IT. You see, today they feel that without IIT, I can never get into Google. That should go away. Okay. And second is, I would imagine that maybe the next 5 to 10 years, we should probably have a lot of our start performers in CLAGPA and V621DM are going to be about that. Once that happens, once we start, the proof is needed, right? When we start doing employing them, the message will go. I think we also should, IIM story, we keep hearing about Arvind Krishna, IBM, Sundar Pichai, Google, Satya Nandala, MIT, etc. So in the process, we are also singing the tunes of IITs and MIT, right? So similarly, if we have such marquee names associated with CLAGPA and 361DL, the world will change. I think that is what we need to nurture, create, follow up, etc. I think that is what is going to be our challenge. And I'm sure we up to the chat. Absolutely.
So the last question, like I said, outcrop I could would be that outcrop is. So what role do OPMs like Krish and DM play in improving the image or improving the delivery of disease?
Okay. So you see, let me take the example of NASCAR. You go back in history. See, why did NASCAR happen? For recent days, you have something called realistic, whereas. So what happens is, as the industry matures, we should also create a mouth organ. We should also create a body, which is articulate. So don't mistake me. It's not that, you will try to get some undue powers, etc. It's not that. See, NASCAR did not say that, look, they'll do that enough or something. It's not that. So you articulate the larger aspirations and visions of this industry. Bring me into focus what are the special problems. Remember that we wanted some profitability issue to have been much better addressed if we get some tax exemption. But remember for this, NASCAR tax exemption were given. There was a very nice machinery that got built. Through the STPI, we got a software. So that every quarter we would know exactly what the people who are employed, how many are BSP, how many are GLS, etc. So, and we're monitoring how many are men, how many are women. So, there's actual data. Unless you do that, you will not get the tax exemption. It's not the tax exemption, whatever you want, you do. So, there was a measurement system in place. So, similarly, it will get put a system in place to try to monitor that. So I think online education providers also need a body. And later what happened has come, because they did that now as well, they were invited to the high table. International delegations would come, United Nations organizations would come. So other countries would want an Astam like body given. And then they actually bring in a national conference. They bring in some data, so they bring in reports. So I think it has become an accepted body of industry professionals who look beyond their individual forms, look into the larger issue with industry, look at the larger national interest. They also look at international issues. How is the AI for good happening in Africa? How to do AI for good happening in India? That's not so. So how do we fit into the broader international stuff? With online integration, it's going to come to the international. So how do we create a body which will be able to articulate it, which will be able to get the people together, which will be able to isolate what are the key issues and come up with suggestions ultimately for the governments. Because AI, you also be responsible AI. But you see, responsible AI regulation cannot be written by a lawyer. So that authority people have to explain, take the lawyers into hospital, sit through the lawyers, and together do it. And remember, it is not for my company or your company or even for my industry. They're doing it for the national, if not the international first. I think something like that. I think that is a part which is available. I think we should probably take. And I would urge companies like CEOs and business to kind of respond to it. So maybe we create an event. We will do a series of events. We'll get the like-minded people. We're going to get the like-minded people to think of an organization. And ensure that as we grow, remember one of my father directors of IMB used to say, there are two ways in which regulators can function. The regulator goes on stamping. The other way is regulator is in backend. The regulator say, I want to get attached. So if we get into the second role, they want to say, I want to become one in the party. Well, and you underplay your immediate local interest and overplay the larger interest. I think you will get, and you need respectability. And you must be a voice of the industry and not the voice of the players and not the voice of the individual firms. So obviously this is your DMing, CL, etc. should kind of go into the backstage because they are not the people who should be different all the time. But we essentially end up a platform to be created. Once the platform is created, there will be the equal seats. I think, it's the party where everybody has a seat. And all seats are equal. And that is what we need. See. Thank you. Thank you. So that